off with my Juice Dot Tinted Contour Base. I'm gonna put my tinted contour base all over my face. Go in with my Dior Backstage foundations. So today's 90s transformations, I really don't want to be glowy as I usually like to be, because in the 90s makeup is usually kind of like super matte, but at the same time those like supermodel, they have a super great skin, so you don't want to be like a full coverage that makes your face look super cakey. At the same time, you want a little bit of the coverage and also very matte finish. So I'm trying to work on it to give it that kind of vibe for today's makeup. So as you know, like Dior Backstage foundations, it's not a matte finish, it has a super natural finish and very lightweight as well. We're gonna go in with concealer later on to cover all the imperfections. Then we're gonna set the base with some powder so that not too much of the glowing on the face. I'm gonna go in with my Nars concealer, pressing my concealer into my skin to have a little bit more coverage. This is actually from the Becca concealer. I'm using this to actually contour on my face. It is a very liquid base. It's my first time trying it, so let's hope it works well. I'm starting to blend. The contour is kind of optional. It's not really a big thing in the 90s, but you know, those supermodels that have a freaking gorgeous structure of their face, so in order to achieve that, I definitely need contour to help me with it. Next, I'm going in with my foundation brush and I'm starting to blend in so that it looks more natural. You can see that after you blend in with the foundation brush, it becomes really natural contour. I'm gonna go with my Fenty Beauty Sun Stalker and I'm using back the same brush. I'm just gonna dab adding on to my contour. I want to give it a little bit more of that color, kind of warm up my face. You don't put a lot of product, so you're just gonna tap a little bit and then you're going over all over to those areas where you have actually contour. I'm going in with a smaller flat brush and I'm starting to contour my nose.
Hour of your presence, quite the present in Manayana.
I'm gonna be using my loose powder from the Maqpro and I'm trying to set my face, and I just want to make sure that everything is kind of set, giving a matte finish. Next, I'm gonna go in with my Benefit eyebrow pencil. So for a 90s eyebrow, it tends to be a little bit more higher arch and thinner eyebrow, so I'm gonna try to achieve that as close as possible. I'm going in with my concealer. I'm trying to create that higher arch using that concealer to cover my brown hair. Alright, the eyebrow is sort of done. I guess I kind of achieved that higher arch. This is the best I can do. So right now we are gonna be moving into the eyes. I'm gonna be using my Fenty Beauty. I'm gonna use this as the base to my eye.
Stay a while.
I'm trying to connect them all the way to the front and until the upper of my eyebrow. I'm using a smaller fat brush. I am going under my eye. Next, we're gonna put on some darker brownish tone color. I'm gonna be using this from the Maqpro. This is my absolute favorite. It's so pigmented. It's a warm brown base and it's so pretty on the eyes. I'm gonna tap it all over my lip, giving that smoky eye effect. I'm going in with my fluffy brush and starting to blend out. And then with just a tiny bit left over of the darker tone brushy, I'm going under my eye, but I'm putting really close to my lash line. Going into my fluffy brush, I'm trying to smoke it out a little bit. Alright, this is pretty much the eyes. I'm gonna pop on some mascara and some false lashes and I'll come back to you guys in a short while. Alright, I put in my false lashes. I feel like it's really coming together right now. I'm gonna add on with my Nars High Pigmented eyeliner and I am just gonna fill up the bottom lash line, really going into the waterline. Next, I'm just gonna go in with my KatVonD eyeliner and I'm trying to wink it out a little bit just to kind of elongate my eyes. Next, I'm gonna go in with my Maqpro. This is a HD face powder. I am gonna be using this and to set my under eyes and also sort of brightening up the area. I'm going back to my Fenty Beauty and adding more color to the face.
Picture perfect how I picture that pretty little smile.
Next, I'm gonna go in with my Zoeva palette. I'm gonna be using the same usual color and lightly tap on the face just to give it a little bit of that rosy touch. I'm just gonna be focusing on the higher cheekbones, just giving it a little bit of that, you know, rosy color on the face so that, you know, will look more alive. I'm not gonna put on highlighter because it's all about that matte bronzy face. So we're just gonna move right to the lip. I'm gonna go in with this color and I'm using an angle brush to line my lip. For the 90, it's all about darker brown, kind of nude lip.
Little smile, picture perfect is my life.
I'm gonna go in with my nude lipstick. This is from Sephora. I'm gonna put it in the middle.
Oh wow.
And I'm using back the same brush. I'm trying to blend it in.
Like getting lost in the field full of sunflowers. Feel the sun soaking up every single worry that.
I feel like the 90s vibe is really coming alive, especially with this brown nude color. And how can we not forget our beauty marks when it comes to 90s? I am obsessed with Cindy Crawford. She has this mole slightly above her lip area. It just makes her look so sexy. So I'm gonna try to recreate that. And I'm gonna go back to the same brown and I'm using the brush. And there it's at the end of the lip and slightly above up. So the makeup is done. I'm gonna go set my hair to a full blonde wavy hair. If you want to know how I do my wavy hairs, you can check out my hair tutorial, Natural Messy Wave. I will link it at the right hand corner for you. Alright, makeup and hairs are done. We're gonna go straight to our first look of our 90s transformation. The first look is inspired by Cindy Crawford, the model off-duty look. I put on a white crop tee with flat jeans and a pair of dead sneakers, which was so trendy back in the 90s. You could literally see so many supermodels pulling off this look in the 90s. It's super casual and chic, and to top it off with some gold accessories and my vintage Fendi mini bag that complete the whole 90s supermodel off-duty look. This is the outfit I would wear to go for a coffee run in the morning if I were back in the 90s.
That pretty little smile, picture perfect is my life when you stay a while. So won't you stay a while? So won't you stay a while? So
the second look is one of my absolute favorite styles in the 90s. The oversized blazer, it's everything in the 90s. I chose to go with a simple white crop top and 90s straight leg jeans to complement with the oversized blazer. I don't have the height of a supermodel, so I decided to tie up my hair and do a low bun to elevate the whole 90s vibe with some gold accessories like the gold hoop earrings, coin necklace, as well as gold rings. And of course not to forget my vintage bag from Fenty. This is my going to brunch hanging out with friends look because it is so chic and slick and I really love it so much.
I can find no one better. You're my sunflower, stem and petals.
The final look of this 90s transformations, I have decided to go with this vintage polka dot dress. This is such a gorgeous dress and I find this black and white polka dot giving such a super 90s vibe with a pair of gold heels. Since this dress is already a statement itself, there is no need for much accessories, so I decided to go with a classic Chanel earrings to complete the look. For this look, I also chose a side part wavy hairs because it flaunts my collarbone and my half shoulder, which elevates my 90s makeup. And this is the complete outfit I will wear for fine dining or an event back in the 90s.
It's so yellow in my little world, in my little world, in my little world. Picture perfect how I pictured that pretty little.
So these sum up all my 90s transformations from makeup to hair into my 3 different 90s inspired looks for different events. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, smash the like button, and don't forget to click the bell notifications. I will see you all in my next video.